Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim, and you are?
We've had the same troubles.
These are troubling times indeed.
Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine.
Have you heard any news from
Do
the
I
other
have your
parts of
permission
Skyrim?
to uncork the
Now
Arinthia
that I
Red?
think about it, I did hear
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
well over a month.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
You struck an iceberg and Captain Safia can't afford the repairs.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. What can I get for you, ma'am? Here you go, ma'am. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you? Until next time.
With the soldiers all fighting in a war,
We're not supposed to talk to the
bandits.
guests.
Travel has become dangerous of late.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. Have you heard any news from the other parts of Skyrim?
Have you visited
I don't
Rorikstead
recall
lately?
seeing you at one of
No matter
these
how
before,
harsh the winter
and I know
was, the
everyone
harbor
who's
never
anyone
looked.
in Skyrim.
Even when every other farm in the whole
To maintain
barely scraped
relationships.
by, the harvest
By the
in
way,
Rorikstead
I don't know
is
who you
always
are, but
manageable.
unless you want me to blow your cover, I'd advise that you
Blessings
avoid me
and
for the
mines,
rest of the
who
party.
knows?
We have a relationship of mutual respect. I care little about the politics and rivalries between the Thalmor and the
What
Empire,
about you?
but I do respect power, and the Thalmor have that. They leave me alone, and I leave them alone.
Just like in the tales of old.
Until next
Trust me,
time.
there's no place better to forge relationships with the movers and shakers of Skyrim. Oh yes, quite. So many important people from all across Skyrim.
This war won't last much longer.
I couldn't agree more.
I am the steward of Whiterun. I serve Jarl Balgruuf in Dragon's Reach. Truth be told, I'd be more comfortable if I were back there. I get nervous in the company of so many worthies.
Sounds too good to be true.
Don't
I'll
let
wager
me
it was
keep you.
Ulfric himself that started the rumor. Maybe he thought it would bolster recruitment.
Why would anyone join the Stormcloaks? They have a fraction of the Empire's wealth and power. I've known her long enough to appreciate her excellent taste in food and wine. And also long enough to respect her importance to Skyrim. She plays a vital role in rooting out the forbidden worship of Talos. As far as I'm concerned, those Talos worshippers get what they deserve. All they do is cause problems for me and the other Jarls. Yes, I know what you mean. Most Nords struggle to accept change. Those who fought the Thalmor in the Great War still see an enemy. But that war is over, and a new day has dawned. Besides, the Thalmor reward their friends richly. Anyone who doesn't take advantage of that is a stubborn
Trying to
fool.
figure out how many dragons there are in
Until later
Skyrim.
then.
It is not
If
eyes
at
that
least
reveal
dozen.
another's true nature. It is the heart.
They're probably trying to scare us,
Fair
giving
faces
them
and
more
fine
money
food
than
are
we
well
can,
and
so
good,
they can
but
save us
honesty
from
is
pressure.
rarely so pleasing. There are words spoken and words unspoken. Beware these Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages. For this reason, I avoid them when I can. May wisdom light your path.
I admit,
trust
I've never
that
felt
this
entirely at
beginning
ease
of
in the
love
Thalmor
is
embassy.
a beneficial relationship.
Well enough, I suppose. Elenwen puts a great deal of effort into these parties, and it shows. I just wonder what her real motivations are. That woman is inscrutable. For now, perhaps. But I've heard disturbing rumors that they're marshalling their strength. I suspect the treaty that ended the war was just a tactic to buy time so the Thalmor can rebuild their armies. I hope I'm wrong. I'm not sure the Empire can afford another war. Good speaking with you.
The Grey Quarter in Windhelm.
Have you tried the wine?
The man who knows how to make money, war can be a most profitable venture. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in Solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. Not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. Very well then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, serving girl! What's your name, dear?
Ah, Brayla, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not.
It's only a matter of time before your whole rotten empire collapses of its own decay.
I like what I see,
No offense.
my dear. And believe me,
There
I
are those in
don't
the
say that
Empire
to
who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy. Fortunately, those most
Thank you,
opposed
sir.
to the Emperor's wise
anything
policy
else I could
have
do
now
for you?
branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the
Yes,
Emperor
sir.
requires cooperation with the Thalmor.
It's been a brutal winter. I can't remember the last time it was this cold, and for this long.
Did you see that serving girl?
Heard anything interesting lately? Any news?
I hear
or
elf
gossip?
women are
Well, I
insatiable.
did see something interesting not long ago. There were
Really?
several Khajiit camped
Yes,
outside
maybe
the walls
that
of
would be
Whiterun.
just the thing.
They've been traveling
She
around
seemed to
the
be
whole
playing
sky,
hard to get when I
peddling their
spoke to her
wares.
earlier.
You've
Go
got to
on.
admire their courage.
See what she
Doing
says.
something like that with
Now
dragons
you've gone and gotten my hopes up
going on.
again.
I'm so glad you could attend today.
Just between us, I've got more important things to do than attend these meaningless parties. Ill luck. I'm a busy man and I don't have time for this sort of frivolity. But at the same time, I don't dare refuse an invitation from Elenwen. Is it that obvious? I should take pains to seem more happy. I wouldn't want to upset our host. But the truth of it is, I have a mountain of paperwork back in Windhelm, and it's not getting any smaller. I just hope this party doesn't drag on all night. Goodbye. Vittoria, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
It's very nice to meet you. You'll have to excuse Orthus here. He so rarely gets back to civilization. Stuck in Windhelm, poor fellow. Don't worry, Orthus. I'm doing my best to get you reassigned to Solitude.
Oh, don't worry about me. I relish the challenge.
I'm so glad you could attend today.
Have you talked
One
to
thing
Braylus
everyone
yet?
can agree on.
I'm not a
This
patient
war
man,
is bad
you
for
know.
business. Oh?
I heard Ellen would
Something
say she's
interesting,
going
I
to open
hope.
a bottle of her best firebrand wine later.
I don't know. I don't want to do anything that might offend
Have you
Elenwen.
heard any interesting
There's a
news
lot of
about-
money at stake, after all.
Have you visited Rorikstead lately? No matter how harsh the winter,
I don't think
the
so.
crops that grow there
Sorry.
never falter.
I would love to help you, but
Even when every
Elenwen
other
can be
farmer
very
is barely
vindictive.
scraping by,
I wouldn't want to
the
get on her
harvest
bad
of
side.
Rorikstead is always bountiful.
I hope you're
Talked to
enjoying
Braylus
it.
yet?
Good fortune?
I'm not a
The
patient
blessings of
man,
the
you know.
divines? Who knows? Have you tried the wine? It's better than anything in the Blue Palace. Very much so, yes. Elenwen's parties are always so elegant. She really has impeccable taste. My only regret is that she doesn't host them more often. I beg your pardon? You must have me mistaken for someone else. I am Elisif, widow of High King Torrig and Jarl of Solitude. Lucky for you, I possess a forgiving nature, and I'm not easily insulted. It was a pleasure, thank you. I hope you're enjoying the music, ma'am.
As much as can be expected.
I hope you're
yes.
enjoying yourself, ma'am.
Splendid. Call if you have need of.
I'm sorry, but I think you've had enough for the moment. Oh, Erica, right? He was talking to me earlier. I could tell what he was after. I hate working these parties. Some of the guests are nice, but there's always a few like Erica. Please tell him to leave me alone, politely. I'm sure you'll have better luck getting through to him than I would. All right, then.
Well, there may be nothing to it, but I've heard that the feud between the Greymanes and the Battleborns in Whiterun has grown ugly. Fralia Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons.
Have you talked to Braylus yet? I'm not a patient man, you know.
Very much so. And thank you for asking.
Splendid. Call if you have need of me.
Ha! I knew it. No woman yet born has been able to resist my charms for long. Thank you, my friend. I owe you one.
What? I'm sorry, sir, but you must have misunderstood. I'm not permitted to leave the party.
Oh, I don't think so. I think I
Yes, what do you need? Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
Sorry, but I can't go anywhere with you. I won't. Please, I must get back to my duties.
Let's go.
You
Let's
dare
go.
walk away
Before
from
anyone
me.
notices us.
Do you know who I am?
Please, sir, leave me alone.
Now you're going to be sorry you crossed me. Elenwen, this servant girl has been throwing herself at me in a most disgusting manner.
Is that so, Erica? And you with such delicate...
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it?
I'm sure
Follow me.
with Master Rolinda will have a salutary effect. Take her downstairs.
Who comes, Malcolm?
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
You don't know what to
Guest
do to me.
in the
Please.
kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Sabani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
This war? It's taken a toll on the merchants of Skyrim. Let's hope that it ends soon, for their sake.
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's
I've had
wrong.
some news from elsewhere in Skyrim. What have you heard?
Did
Good
you
luck.
see those robes
You're on your
marching
own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we'd better get back to our rounds. Come here. Let me see your face. Come here. Let me see your face. Come here. Let me see your face. Must be new around here. Never should have come. Over here.
need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses.
Silence! What was that? Do not presume, Gissa. You are most
No! Broken nail!
I'll end your miserable life! Mercy! I'll see you burn! I'll end your life!
Is this your idea of girl and girl action?
You're dead.
No! Oh, I think it's just broken nail.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What do you want then? Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere. No problem. Thanks for springing me. I owe you. Look me up in Riften if you make it out.
What did you tell him? Why did you do this to me? Oh, thank you. I don't understand what's happening. I can't stay here. What will I do now?
You remind me of a dog I used to... Most people usually buy me a drink first.
Death is highly overrated. Don't hold back. I'm prepared to negotiate.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm
traitor!
dead already.
Move! Slowly.
He's got to be here somewhere.
Now you're mine!
That does it! people like to hunt animals, I also love to hunt people. And pretty much anything else that makes sense. If there is one thing I don't like, it is people who think they are really tough and special and boast all the time. Also, don't you just hate those people who talk about pointless stuff that they really should keep to themselves? What? Why are you looking at me like that?
This one needs something?
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Good to see you again.
Good evening.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear is safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful?
Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that?
Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons.
You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assumed that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
I guess we better go to Riften and find this Esbern then. We could go and ask Brynjolf, but I don't trust anyone who is a member of the Thieves' Guild. We may be better off asking that Argonian woman at the Bee and Barb, as she seems to have all the gossip. But it's up to you. Wake up! Stop daydreaming about me and which way going?
You just find...